What's up, Discover fam? Today I am back with a set 10 discovery video. We've dove it a lot into testing in this new metagame, juggernaut formats, going over mono yellow topo in depth, and today I'm going to go back to just the basics of discovering what's good in Series 10, and today I'm going to be going back to Gotenks. Gotenks has been hyped as one of the best leaders coming out of the set because he's generically good. He's just that generic good yellow leader that gets access to great cards, and so today I'm going to take you through the build, the COUNTERBLAST build, which is going to be taking a different spin on the deck. Instead of playing the cards you're familiar with, instead of playing Zamasu Super Combo and things of that nature, we're actually going to be playing the new Super Combo from Series 10, and we're going to be trying to find a way to abuse that, but at the same exact time, give this deck the staying power it needs to be able to be successful. So let's go straight into the deck profile, but before I get started, let me give a shout out to my sponsor, Alec Pastrana, Bearded Collectibles, best shop owner on the planet. If you haven't pre-ordered your boxes for Series 10, make sure you're through Alec Pastrana, beardcollectibles.com. Best shop owner in the planet, universe, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, all of them. All of them. So, Loving You is red. Why are we playing red? Funny that you ask. So the reason why we're playing red is because not only do we get access to Topo Righteous Aid, which is a clutch defensive card, keeps you alive, is great in this new format where people are trying to, kill you with an incredibly wide board. Multiple attacks, you wouldn't be able to stop that, and Topo Righteous Aid does that for you. But the big reason why we're going to red, aside from that, is Bulma and Yielding Courage enables a 2-card combo with Counterblast Son Gohan. This is a combo that was first tested out, in my eyes, by Richard Zapp, was playing it in a Surge Q build, and it was really sweet. And I was like, well, I've been testing blue-yellow, and I've been testing mono-yellow Gotenks, and I think they're good, but something just always felt like it was missing in those decks, because we're living in this new world where unisons are pretty much king, and trying to do the normal original blue yellow stuff or yellow stuff just didn't feel that good. So instead, we're now playing 4 Bulma and Yielding Courage, which has the auto when you play this card, draw a card, and then activate main once per turn. Choose up to 1 red or yellow Saiyan card and drop here with energy cost of 1 and negate its skills for the duration of the turn, and then play it. If you played a card, place top 2 cards of your deck in your drop area. So what you do is you can get a Bulma out any point in the game, you spend 1 additional energy, and then you can play your super combo back into play. Yes, it's going to have its skills negated on your turn, but just being able to get it back into play for defensive turns is awesome. So being able to get that extra super combo, this deck ends up drawing a lot of cards because number one, you play a lot of cantrips in this build, which I'll go over, but also you're playing a lot of super combos. You'll be playing 4, 5, 6, 7 super combos per game, if not more, depending on how long the game goes. So I really like this combination of the Bulma and the Counterblast Son Gohan, and this alone combined with Topo Righteous Aid makes it really advantageous to go into red. So we're doing a small red splash in this version of the deck. 4 Bulma, 4 Topo. We're playing 4 Son Gohan and Videl Power Couple. Oh my gosh, this card from the expansion, no one has played this card. Well, this card's actually great. So not only is it dual color, so you can use it for charging, but activate main for a yellow. If your leader card is yellow and you place this card from your hand in your drop area, draw 1 card, then choose up to 2 of your opponent's battle cards and ignoring barrier, and they get minus 5,000 power for the turn. So it can neg 2 things by 5k, including blockers, which are pretty pesky right now. It's a cantrip, so it's just going to cycle itself. You're just going to cycle it, draw a card. And then it's a dual color energy. So it's everything you want to do. It's card draw, is partial removal, and it's a dual color energy. Playing 4 check lands, Whis the Spectator. You could try out, a mix of some Whis the Spectator and a mix of the warp lands, where you're going to be warping cards from your drop area to get it to come in and play untapped. But as of right now, I'm just playing 4 and 4, making it clean. And we're playing 1 Baby Janemba, Corrupt Coalescence. It's a great secret rare. No reason not to play it. The only other thing I would consider maybe is playing something like a Malicious Majesty in the deck instead, if you want to have something that you can play on 5 and you don't have access to the Janemba secret rare. But in general, secret rare is relatively cheap. It's good. You're going to get to turn 5 in this deck a large majority of the time. So we're playing that in this deck. So this is why we're going into red. So again, Bulma combo with Counterblast Son Gohan. You create a loop of your super combos. You can defend yourself defensively. You can defend yourself, and then of course Topo Righteous Aid makes going into red so much worth it. Next, going into the meat and potatoes. So 4 Vegeta Unison of Fury. The more I test with this card, it is becoming the best yellow unison in the game. So I know Mecha Kabura is amazing. Mecha Kabura is a turn 4 play, and I think Mecha Kabura is an absolutely busted card. But Vegeta Unison of Fury just does it all. I was saying it on stream last night. Explosive Spirit Son Goku, back when it came out, was what I called LeBron James. It did it all. But Vegeta Unison of Fury is actually LeBron James. So his activate main, choose this card or one of your battle cards and switch it to rest mode, add a marker, -1. Your opponent can't attack with battle cards with energy cost greater than their energy until the end of their next turn. And then the -3, activate main, choose it to one of your opponent's energy, switch it to rest mode, then this card gets plus 5,000, double strike, and dual attack for the turn. The reason why this card has been so absurd is because the -3 is so accessible. The -3, you can do it, you can activate it at will, incredibly easily, and I love that this card rewards you for playing multiple copies. So you can play this card on turn 2 if you want to be defensive. You can play it on turn 3 if you want to be aggressive. You can use it to clear a board. You can use it to clear a Unison. And then, of course, you just have the defensive abilities, which are really relevant. And then what I love about the card is if you have it down and, say it lives a turn, you're then able to do the ultimate, have it live, swing twice. You can just play another one, do the ultimate again, swing twice with your opponent basically tapped out because you're going to be tapping to the resources. And then this Unison just always puts in work. So, in my opinion, right now, just due to the context and the texture of the format, I think the Vegeta Unison of Fury is the best yellow Unison, so I love playing in this deck. 3 Vegeta Prideful Transformation goes tandem with your Unison. It's a free counterplay, makes the cards come into rest mode. Love it. 1 drops for playing 2 Son Goku the Last Straw, 2 Basil Fatal Rampage. You're going to notice this is a general theme in a lot of my yellow decks is I play a lot of 1s, and at the same exact time, I do a split between Last Straw and Basil Fatal Rampage because they're both situationally good. So Last Straw is just a card that is a double striker for 1. It's great for pressuring Unison. It's great for pressuring leaders. It's a cool finisher at the end of the game if you and your opponent are both playing an attrition war and you get low on cards and they're at 2 life. Basil Fatal Rampage is just awesome. Comes down, it's a cantrip, draws a card, and then activate main. If they have 5 or more cards in rest mode, this card gets plus 15,000 in dual attack until the start of your next main phase. So it's going to be a 19k. You're going to swing with it twice, help clear your Unisons, help pressure leaders or the board, and then it stays a 19k through the opponent's turn into your next. So them attacking it with their leader is disadvantageous because of the combo. We're playing 3 Diddy Kong, 3 Donkey Kong, so Great Ape Son Goku Saiyan 6 you're playing 3 of, have to play it, and then 3 Great Ape Bardock Raiders Warcry, have to play it. You're playing a yellow leader, no reason not to play your busted yellow cards if you're playing the more expensive version of the deck itself. We're playing a Gotenks Going All Out package, which is just 4 of the 7 drop, and then it's 3 of each piece, and it's the pieces that you can fetch back from your drop area just by discarding a yellow card. We're playing 2 Swift Retaliation Cooler. Cooler is still amazing. Being able to counter, draw extra cards, make that attack go through. Usually it's going to be a game-winning type of play. So, I love playing Cooler in this deck itself. So, the deck is really sweet. Draws a lot of cards, gets to do a lot of things, is really energy efficient, gets to use that 1 energy that's left over, it gets the most potential out of its energy on a given turn, which is the thing I like about this deck the most, is that for curve considerations, it does a really good job of using its energy efficiently. And then, of course, like I said, the Unison is fantastic. It's going to help you stay alive. It's great against Vegex. It's great against any normal deck. And then it's also just an amazing finisher or just a mid-range stabilizer. So, love Vegeta Unison of Fury. Next thing I'm going to go through is the budget version of the deck. Budget version. I understand. You're going to be like, oh, you're playing 4 Topos. That's not a budget version. And it's like, okay, I got to do what I can. Topo's an amazing card. I think having 4 Topo Righteous 8 in your collection is worthwhile. So I highly recommend going out to get it. Baby Junima Corrupt Coalescence. This is a cheap Seeker Rare. It's a cheap alternative. And if you want to go cheaper, Malicious Majesty is great. So you could do that as well. You could play 1 Malicious Majesty in the spot, or you can change it up. We got rid of the Draw Apes, and we went 2 not even a scratch instead of playing the Draw Apes. So you have access to 2 more negates. They can be used to draw cards. Your Vegeta comes in the expansion pack. Easy peasy. Then we're going 4 Last Straw, 0 Basil. We have 0 Bardocks now, Raiders Warcry. So we're going to need that extra double strike. We're still playing our combo of Bulma and the Super Combo. Still playing Sun Gohan Videl Power Couple. Still playing Whis Spectator. Now, though, since our plays are different, you can actually play Mirror Creator Absorbed, which is Deflect, 7 drop, comes down, swings for 1 billion. So you can go back to that classic Mira Champa battering with your Swift Retaliation Cooler later in the game. And then, of course, we're still playing our Gotenks package. So 3 Trunks, 3 Goten, 4 Gotenks 7. And then we're still playing our Prideful Transformation. So all in all, you can play a cheaper version of this deck without the apes, and the deck is still incredibly good. Yes, like I said, Topo Righteous Shade is not a budget card, but I think if you're playing any version of a deck that's playing red, you should have 4 Topo Righteous Shades in your collection. So I hope you enjoyed the takes. instead of saying budget brew, I guess I could say without apes. But this is a really cool deck. I'm going to make sure I put the links down in the description below so you can get access to both these deck lists online. And hope you guys enjoyed this set 10 discovery. I really think, so far, this has been my favorite version of Gotenks to play. I feel like that Topo Righteous Aid buys you enough time and is so worth it because you can generate such a great board presence and you can deal with Unison so well that just getting a Topo on board, having access to your Unison of Fury, having access to your Gotenks 7, and just being able to pressure opposing Unison so your opponent can't access free counters or pressure the leader with your your double strikers. Like, the deck's very good for being just a Gotenks brew. I think if you wanted to play a blue-yellow variant, you'd have to go heavier into blue, which means you're missing out on a lot of yellow's best cards, which is the thing I worry about. You can't just do a blue splash if you want to play Son Goku and hit, because it conflicts with your Sensu Beam. So take that into account going forward. If you're playing the Son Goku and hit arrival with Gotenks, you're going to want to lean harder into blue cards in general. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this quick take on red-yellow Counterblast Gotenks. This deck is incredibly fun. I've had a ton of fun playtesting with it, grinding out games, drawing a lot of cards, seeing a lot of the deck, and just being able to abuse the combo of seeing a super combo, an extra super combo, or 2 or 3 every single game. So make sure you try out this combo. Just the Bulma with the Counterblast Gohan in general is really cool. Like I said, Richard Zapp discovered that, but also, happy testing. Series 10 is coming out soon. Hopefully we get some secret rares previewed, but anyways, #ScrubFam is best fam. Okay, thanks. Bye!